Would you please state your name for the record? I'm going to ask that you move that microphone closer to you. You might have to speak up just a little bit. That way she can take down what you're saying. I'm going to have you repeat. Can you state your name for the record?
Levine.
Okay. Now, Ms. Levine, where do you currently work?
At Jefferson County Correctional.
And where is that located?
Beaumont, Texas.
Is that here in Jefferson County, Texas?
Yes.
Okay. How long have you been employed with the Jefferson County Correctional Facility?
About 8 months.
8 months. Were you at work there on the date of February 7th of 2025?
Yes.
Do you recall that day pretty vividly?
Yes.
Go ahead and describe some of the job duties at the Jefferson County Correctional Facility for me.
Supervise the inmates to make sure they're well breathing, to make sure they're not hurting themselves or others, to ensure they get their meds, they get fed 3 times a day.
Speak up just a little bit more, okay? You're real soft spoken. You can pull that mic closer to you a little bit if needed. That's better. So you said you were working on February 7th of 2025. What shift were you on?
3 to 11.
3 to 11?
Yes.
Okay. And what were you wearing?
I was wearing my county issue uniform with clearly marked insignias that identified me as a public servant.
Okay. Can you tell the jury what dorm you were working?
QB upper.
So when you're working the QB upper dorm, how many correctional officers are there working that dorm at one specific time?
Just one.
Just one. How many defendants are in there? Or how many inmates? I apologize.
At least 35.
So there's one of you and potentially, at the minimum, 35 inmates.
Yes.
So if something were to happen, would that cause you alarm?
Yes, ma'am.
So when you were working on that day, do you remember any disturbance taking place?
Yes.
At about what time?
3:11.
3:11, pretty specific. Was that provoked by an individual or a large group?
An individual.
Do you recall who that individual was?
Yes, ma'am.
And what was his name?
Levine in jail.
Do you recognize him in the courtroom today?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you point to him and identify him by an article of clothing?
Right here with the black suit jacket on.
Your Honor, may the record reflect that the witness has identified the defendant. So you said an altercation took place. What happened?
He started asking me about whether I was gonna wear showers in the dorm, and when I told him no, he began to get disrespectful, calling me TVs and racial words, trying to get the whole dorm to join in on his tirade.
Did the whole dorm join in on his tirade?
This is
And there's just one of you.
yes.
Did things settle down after that for a couple minutes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did he go to a separate location?
No, ma'am. He said on his phone.
On his bunk? Around that time, were you telling them what the rules were?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is there a rule within that facility that there can only be, is it one individual to a bunk?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. When you had approached Mr. Angel's bunk, how many individuals were in there?
2.
Okay. Did you ask them to abide by the rules you had told them?
Yes.
How many times did you tell them the rules?
7 times Friday. I gave them formally at the beginning of the shift, and then again when I let them up before, when I let them up after child.
So his behavior, was it consistent from the first altercation up until the time you approached him to the bunk?
Yes.
Can you describe, I guess, in more specific, his behavior towards you in particular?
Very aggressive and disrespectful. And I was just asking him and I wasn't even talking to him. I was talking to the individual who was sitting off his bunk out of place.
So you were talking to someone else, and Mr. Angel decided to intrude upon that conversation?
Yes.
Showing you no respect at all?
No.
Showing no respect for the rules within the facility?
No.
Is that the first time you had an altercation like that at the facility?
No.
Can you say, or can you describe some of the things he was yelling at you?
He was yelling. He just giving his food. Can I just up here, or do you want me to say what he said exactly?
You can just refer to it as a B word if you like, if you feel comfortable with that, or
be move around, doing too much, you tripping, this H word tripping, stuff like that.
There was never at any point in time a sign of respect given to you from Mr. Angel on that day, was there?
No.
Did the other party that was in that dorm eventually leave? So he remained there.
Yes.
At any point in time, did you see Mr. Angel run and grab something?
Yes.
Did that cause you concern?
Yes.
Were you alarmed?
Yes.
Did you know what he was going to grab? At that point in time, is there something you do that might have you call out for help?
We call the officer needs assistance.
Did you do that? I
Yes.
apologize.
Officer needs assistance.
Did someone eventually come?
Yes, sir.
Around that time, were other inmates starting to see what was happening?
Yes, sir.
What did they do?
Inmate named Darius Stevenson grabbed him and like buried him, trying to pull him to the door, out of the door.
I'm gonna stop you real quick. You said grabbed him. Who did that inmate grab?
Stefan in jail.
So the other inmate had grabbed Stefan Angel as a try to get him off of you. Is that
He was charging it, like trying to run towards it.
Who, when you say,
Stefan in jail
Thank
was
you.
running towards me, trying to charge at me, and Darius Stevens grabbed Stefan in jail and tried to drag him towards the door.
so? Stefan Angel was going directly for you.
Yes, sir.
Was he charging anybody else in there?
No, ma'am.
No other inmate. His intent was directly to alarm you,
Yes, ma'am.
and he had been harassing you throughout that day. Did anything happen at that point in time when he was being held back?
He ended up lunging over Darius Stevens and spit in my face,
Can you point to where the spit had hit on your face?
right here and on my cheek.
You were working the QB upper dorm.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you worked that dorm since then?
One time they tried to put me in there and I had a panic attack.
No further questions, Your Honor. Yes.
Good afternoon.
I got some questions for you. It is normal that one guard usually is in the dorm, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And that's something that this county does.
Yes, sir.
And at times, are there more than 35 sometimes in a dorm?
Yes, sir.
And so you expect people to obey by the rules and regulations, correct? Now, these are all inmates that are awaiting trial or waiting to get their, whatever they're charged with taken care of, correct?
Yes, sir.
So they're not the best. Would you agree? They're in trouble. And when you say that there's 35 of them, how big is the dorm? Are they on top of each other?
No, sir.
Okay, how big is the dorm?
Probably about this room plus half of this room.
Okay. And so are they bunk beds?
No, sir.
Are there, so the single cots?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you have 35 different men, right, at this time, right?
Yes, sir.
Trying to get along together. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And just one person like you.
Yes, sir.
You said that it had happened other times with other people, correct? So it's kind of a common occurrence that that inmates disrespect you and kind of give you a hard time, don't they?
Yes, sir.
And it kind of goes with the job, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
You hope that they all listen to what you say, but I mean, you get harassed, don't you? I mean, you're the authority, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that day, it wasn't only just him, but other people were harassing you, correct?
Yes, sir.
Right. And I mean, their language probably isn't the best, but you should have respect, correct?
Yes, sir.
But you realize that you're not dealing with the best of society. I mean, they didn't just come from a country club or somewhere else and vacationing there. They're put in there because they need to face a charge, right?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
You said that he ran and got something. Did you know what Stefan ever ran and got?
A clear cup.
A clear cup?
Yes, sir.
A plastic cup?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And when you went, I guess there's a rule that says there can't be more than one person on a bunk.
Yes, sir.
But people violate that all the time, don't they?
Yes, sir.
And so it was, I guess, his bunk, but somebody else was sitting there.
Yes, sir.
And were they having a conversation?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you notice them doing anything, like that would be against the rules? I know there's only supposed to be one on a bunk. But I mean, did they have contraband? Did they have anything that you saw, or were they just talking?
I was just talking.
They were just talking. And you were going to enforce the rules, right?
Yes, sir.
But that's your job, right?
Yes, sir.
And you've done that before, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell them, hey, there's only one to a bunk. And isn't it true, based on your job and where you work, QB upper? Sometimes they kind of talk back to you, right?
Yes, sir.
And it's not just Stefan, but it's a lot of them there, correct? Okay. If someone has been incarcerated and waiting for trial, sometimes it's a long time, right?
Yes, sir.
And how long or how many times did you supervise Stefan in his dorm?
Including that incident twice.
Just twice.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then other people, I guess, take other shifts. But you were only in that dorm twice.
Yes, sir.
Once and then the time of the incident, or was that once and then when you came back and you didn't want to be there anymore?
Oh, including that did 3 times.
Okay, 3 times. Okay. So you went there once. Now, the time that you went there before, okay, before this happened, the incident, did he cause you any problems?
No, sir.
Okay. I know that there are rules and regulations everyone needs to follow, just like in everyday life. What you would agree with me when you house that many people that are in on whatever charge they may be, there's a lot of tension. Would you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
I mean, they argue sometimes, they fight in between with people, right? And this time someone intervened, you don't know what was going to happen, whether he was going to yell at you again or whatever. But the last, somebody stepped in front of him, right?
Yes, sir.
Just a couple more questions. You have the power to write up incident reports, right?
Yes, sir.
And then whatever is privileged would be taken away, correct?
Yes, sir.
And people like commissary and privileges, stuff like that, especially incarcerated.
Yes, sir.
I pass the witness. Thank you, ma'am.
Briefly, Your Honor. Are you here today to testify to the rules of the facility?
No, ma'am.
You just testified with defense that you had supervised Mr. Angel on 3 separate occasions. Is that right?
I supervised him on 2 occasions.
Okay.
The last time I went to the dorm, I was barely in there for 20 minutes.
Okay. How many times have you been spit on?
Once.
By who?
Stefan in jail.
And he's in this room today?
Yes, ma'am.
And you identified him earlier?
Yes, ma'am.
And it's a crime to spit on a person?
Yes, ma'am.
And you were acting within your duty as a public servant?
Yes, ma'am.
No further questions.
This lady be excused.
Yes, Your Honor.
You are excused, ma'am. Thank you. Next, please.
Hey, Bruce.